So a lesson here on essay writing skills in the education topic. So how do we put together an essay in an exam? So we're going to learn how to perform this task and we're going to practice this skill. So here's our title. Discuss how far sociologists would agree that the hidden curriculum is the real function of schools. And so if that was an essay title, how would you put together the essay? Well, I would start like this. Many sociologists would agree, yeah? He has to discuss how far, so many would agree with it. Many would agree, many would agree that the hidden curriculum is the main function of schools, comma. However, others would argue that it's only one of several functions that schools serve, full stop. Which sociologists think what depends on what kind of sociologist they are and which theoretical perspective they have. That's how I'd start this. It's not the only way you could do it, but you notice, importantly, let me just highlight this for a second, importantly, that first line, I've answered the question. That's a question. That's the answer. The rest of the essay is elaborating on that first line. So, how would I start it? First thing, I'd make sure the examiner knows that I know what the hidden curriculum means. When sociologists use the term hidden curriculum, they mean, and you explain it, it's how schools teach you all those norms and values to get you ready for life in British culture. Being on time, wearing school uniform, working for a reward, you're teaching you gender roles, etc., etc., etc. You'd write quite a long paragraph now explaining in as much detail as you can remember what the hidden curriculum is. Maybe explain the normal curriculum is English, science, maths, sociology, and the hidden curriculum is all stuff you're learning that you don't know you're learning. Some people might say it's even a form of brainwashing. But it's teaching you the norms and the values. You might also want to put in maybe that it's part of the secondary socialisation process. Yeah? Lots of things you could put. But that would be your first big paragraph. So now you've explained what it is. Now, what do sociologists think? Well, you'd say I would put all sociologists, regardless of which perspective they are from, would agree that the hidden curriculum exists in schools and that it's extremely important. Everybody agrees with that. However, functionalists, Marxists and feminists have differing opinions on whether or not the hidden curriculum is the main point of schools. They all agree it exists, but they disagree as to how important it is. So, to a functionalist, the hidden curriculum exists, it's important, it teaches you the norms and the values of being on time, it's part of secondary socialisation, it's vitally important, but on top of that, the actual curriculum is just as important. Those skills that you will need to survive in our economy. You know, reading and writing, using computers, the actual curriculums, to a functionalist, the actual curriculum is just as important. To a feminist, the hidden curriculum is extremely important, most important, especially to a feminist, it's all the gender role stuff, all the girls doing child development and the boys doing DT and landscape. It's teaching people their gender roles, and therefore, to a feminist, the word to use is that the hidden curriculum is part of the patriarchy. It's a patriarchal system for establishing in everyone's heads the hegemony of the patriarchy. If you want to go really big time on it. And to a Marxist, the hidden curriculum is the most important thing. To a Marxist, the hidden curriculum is teaching you to obey, teaching you your place in the pyramid at the bottom, do what you're told, do a job you hate, do it for a reward. That's the hidden curriculum. to a Marxist. To a Marxist, all these norms and values you're getting taught are all about getting you ready to work in a capitalist system. And it's the capitalist system that Marxists dislike. You know, or you might, what else could you put? How the hidden curriculum is teaching you bourgeois values. So, for example, school uniform is not a random collection of clothes. You're being made to copy middle-class clothing. You'll be bourgeois values are being imposed on you as part of the bourgeois hegemony. Right, so in conclusion, what does that mean? It means we're finished. All sociologists of every stripe, that means every type, would agree that the hidden curriculum is an important function of our school system, comma. However, some, like Marxists and feminists, would say it is the main function. And that, I would have said, is a pretty good essay. Yeah. Start to finish, introduction, explain what it means, the hidden curriculum, what the different types say in sociology, different theorists, and a nice little conclusion at the end. And you're done.